Now. Oh, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Can everybody see the board, right? Okay. So the first thing is, if we look on top, we see alif or hamza. Can everybody see that? Right? So there's a common mistake with the hamza. People sometimes think it's a lam. Remember that? How do they think it's a lam? For example, if you look at the second example, sa'ala. Can everybody see sa'ala? Now that over there sometimes is sometimes read as a lam, salala. Why? Because they're not sure if the alif is joined to the next letter or is not joined to the next letter. Just as a point, a hamza is never joined to the next letter. There will always be a gap. Everybody with me? Alright? Akhadha. Bismillah. Akhadha. What we're going to do is, there's approximately 6 slides. We're going to go through all of them, inshallah, to practice through all of them, right? So basically, if you just look at them, just a small explanation. For example, if you look at the hamza, right? I was telling you about the hamza. So at the beginning, the hamza presents itself at the beginning of the word. Can everybody see that? And then on the second block, the hamza presents itself in the middle of the word. And in the last block, the hamza presents itself at the end, right? And in the ba, the same thing, ta, tha, jim, ha, kho. Hopefully we'll be able to finish the entire Arabic alphabet. Everybody with me? Right? Okay. If there are any questions, immediately pause. Yo! أخذ أخذ سأل نتع سأل سأل ذرأ ذرأ بدأ بدأ حبط حبط ذهب ذهب. Can everybody see it so far? What I'm talking about? Okay. تطيعي تطيعي. Oh, this is a nice exercise. Why? Because now you can actually hear the difference between the ta and the ta. Tu. Not tu. If the minute you're saying tuti or tuti, and then it's incorrect. So there has to be a distinct difference. Tu, ti. Right? Tuti'i. Again. Tuti'i. Fataha. Fataha. What does fataha mean? To open. To open? Yeah, how many miles? No. Abati. Abati. Thaqula. Thaqula. Mathala. Mathala. Oh, shukran. Allah going to Jannah. Tariq also offered gloves now. But I had to turn it down because of hay fever. If I touch the gloves, then I'll start. But shukran, Allah reward you. I'll suffer for you. Nirithu. So here's a clear example, right, of the ra. What do we say about the ra? What are the rules of the ra? Who can remember? Ra. Round mouth. There are a couple of rules of ra. What are the rules? Okay, Bismillah, the Andy. If it's preceded, comes before. No. That's preceded. But before we even get to preceded, that is one thing on its own. The ra, just in isolation, if it has a fatha and a dhamma, that's full mouth, excellent. And if it has a kasra, empty mouth, right? So if you look at our example, it's a kasra. So it has to be read, empty mouth. So keep that in mind, nirithu. So what happens is, because we are excited to learn the recitation, we sometimes overemphasize nirithu. 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 Nice. Narithu. Nice. Jama'a. Jama'a. If everybody looks at the bottom, right? For those who are not aware, right? Right? If you look over there, can everybody see that? Is it in the notes as well? Right? If you look over there, right? Do you see that line next to the meme? Can everybody see that? Right? So there are three letters that's going to present themselves like that. What are those three letters? Jim, Ha, and Kha. So what do we have to think about? Oh, we just have to worry about the dots. Are you with me? So initially, if it is that you're having a problem, just figure out where the dots come. The dot at the bottom is the Jim, the dot on top would be the Kha, and no dot would be the Ha. Now I'm sure whilst you were reciting, there's something you experienced. And what was that? Sometimes it looked like a Zorro puzzle, a Zorro, what you call it? You're like, what? Is this a Ba, a Jim? Right? The minute you have the curl of the Ba, if you look on top, right? Look at the middle block. Can anybody see the middle block? With the habita? Right? The minute you have that type of curl of the Ba, now sometimes you're not going to find the second part of the curl, you're only going to find the first part of the curl. Right? But the minute you find that Zorro zigzag, then you must know this is a Jim, Ha, Oi, a Kha. Right? Also keep this in mind, the dot, when it is more towards the right of the word, then that is probably a Ba. A Ba, right? If it's more towards the left and the middle of the word, the center of the word, then it's probably a Jim or a Kha. And if it's more towards the right of the word, then it would mean either it's a Ba, a Ya, or a Ta, or whatever the case may be. Everybody with me? Because you're always going to find the curl first, and then it's going to do the whole Zorro thing. Everybody with me? Okay, Jamil. Makes sense, right? Now there's another letter in there that I wanted to highlight. Can everybody see the Jama'ah at the bottom? Everybody can see it, right? Is there aircon on in this masjid? I feel like a breeze coming onto my face. No, it is. It's just cold. Shameen. MashaAllah. But it's good, it's better actually. If it was warmer, we would have wanted to fall asleep. So it's a good thing. It's refreshing, mashallah. Jama'ah. Everybody see that word, right? So there's a common question. What is the common question? Is it a ayn or a ha? Is it a ayn or a ha? Right? Generally like this, right? When you can't see in between the word. When you can't see, for example, when the ayn is written like this, when I mean in between, there's no eye that you can actually see. Can everybody see that? I don't even notice. It's completely closed. Right? Then you must know it's a ayn. That's number one. And when a ha, let me just check the next word quickly. Over there. When a ha comes at the end of the word, generally it's not going to look like that. It's almost like a ayn is more written on top of each other, a ha is more free. Just like the way it sounds. Ha. Right? Not like ayn. Are you with me? Jameel. Tajida. Look there. That's the example there. Tajida. Can everybody see tajida? Right? So that swerve on top. Can everybody see it? Right? So sometimes that swerve on top is it either faces down or it faces upwards. Right? The minute you have an up or a downward, then that's either a ta, ba, ya, tha as well. Everybody with me? Alright? Yaliju. Yaliju. If you look at the yaliju, right? Everybody see the yaliju? Alright? The joint one. Now the yaliju joint one, if you look at the lam in the middle. Everybody see it, right? The minute it's joined to the next word. Can everybody see that? Can you see it's joined? If it's joined, then it's a lam. If it's not joined, then it's not a alif, or alif. It can either be alif or a hamza, right? Because it can't be joined to Next letter. Most letters that has like a stage, a tail, like a ra, a wow, assalamu alaikum, they won't be joined to the next letter. Everybody with me? Am I going fast? No, is it fine? Fine. What do you mean? Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hushira. Hushira. Rahima. Rahima. Pause here for a moment. If everybody looks at the meme, can everybody see the meme? Right? Now sometimes a common mistake with the meme is people would recite it as a wow. Not a ha. A wow. Why? Because it looks similar. But remember, the wow goes this way around and the meme goes that way around. Everybody with me? Right? The wow goes this way and the meme goes the other way completely. Right? Sharaha. Sharaha. Something to keep in mind with the sheen. The sheen has two, what's the word? It looks like a W at the bottom. Can anybody see that? A tha would have just one clean thing. Anybody with me? So sometimes whoever's making a mistake with the sheen and a tha, remember, the sheen has a double, and the tha doesn't have a double, just has one complete half moon or whatever you want to call it, right? Khumusa. Khumusa. You see the way it's joined? It presents itself exactly the same as the jim and the jim and the ha, right? The only difference is the dot is on the top, right? Khumusa. Bakhila. Here we go. Bakhila. Can everybody see that? Can you see where the dot of the ba is? Even though the turn on top, or that bit of that hook on top, can everybody see the hook on top? There, can everybody see that? Even though that is for the ba, that one over there, the dot would still be at the bottom. But you see where the dot is? A bit towards the right hand side. Everybody with me? Alright? So if you're getting confused, break it down, start on the right hand side. Just go slowly, work your way through the letters. Alright? And another thing is this. Whilst we are doing Arabic now, does this sound normal? For example, if you're looking at the word, you're like, what is this? Jajila? Does jajila sound normal? It just doesn't feel normal as well. Alright? So you're not going to find a word jajila or banali. Okay, you might find a word like that, but you're not going to find a weird word, but you know what I mean? Jajila, it's not going to happen. So, bakhila. Just look at the second letter, right? We can see it's a kha. How do we identify that it's a kha? The dot, right? So if that dot was next to the dot of the ba, then what would this become? Then it would be bajila. Is everybody with me? If there was no dot, then what would have happened? Bahila. Do you understand how it works? So the minute the dot is towards the right hand side, more towards the right hand side, then you must know that's either a ba, a ya, or a ta, or a tha. Tha. If it's a fa or a qaf, it would present itself differently, and we're going to see as we go on. Alright? Nafakha. Nafakha. Can everybody see how the fa presents itself? It has a bit of an eye. Right? If there was two dots, then it would have been a qaf. Simple, right? Dubura. Dubura. Radifa. Radifa. Hasada. Hasada. Remember we spoke about nabr? I mentioned it before. Who remembers what nabr is? Hey? Did somebody say? No? Nabr was to apply emphasis, simply to apply emphasis on the first letter of the word, especially verbs. For example, like this, nafakha. Not saying nafakha. Nafakha. Not nafakha. Nafakha. Everybody hear that? fajara, balagha, not balagha, balagha, no, balagha. Anybody hear that? Right? The minute you do that, you get used to 3-letter words or something, and the meaning stands out a bit more. Are you with me? So I hear some people saying balagha, no, because tomorrow you're going to get confused. What is the root letters of the word? But the minute you make yourself used to pronouncing it like this, balagha, nafa'a, hushira, and then you realize that's a 3-letter word. It immediately pops up in the mind, right? Dubura. Oh, we finished that, right? ذهب, ذهب. أذن, أذن. نبذ. Another common mistake, not a common mistake, but it's sometimes a challenge. People think the last letter of this page. Can everybody see it? Right? Sometimes people think that it's a noon, Shamil. Right? A noon will have a full circle at the bottom, or a full half moon. Can everybody see how the way the dal presents itself? It looks more like a lamb that is halfway cut. Everybody with me? Right? And a bit thicker with a dot, not like a noon. Everybody with me? And also the dot on top of the dal would be on top of the line, not in between the half moon. Right? Normally, when we engage with students regarding or beginner students, we're doing this. Normally, we allow them to make the mistake first and ask a question, right? But we're not beginners, alhamdulillah. Right? That's the reason why I'm highlighting those little bit of things so that immediately it catches the mind. If you are making mistakes, alhamdulillah, it's a normal thing, right? Rusula, rusulu. ترك أثري أثري زبور زبور فزع فزع برز برز سرقة سرقة خسر خسر عبس عبس شيتي شيا شيتي. So a ha can present itself in a couple of ways, right? Remember we had the one on the previous page. You see there, dhahaba? Everybody see that? Alright? Dhahaba. Right, first letter at the bottom. Can everybody see it? Dhahaba. So sometimes the ha presents itself like that in the middle. Right? And then also, on the next page, sometimes the ha presents itself like that at the end. Shiyati. Everybody with me? That's a ta marbuta, but if you're stopping, it turns into a ha. Understand? Kashafa. Kashafa. Nafasha. Now pause here for a moment. Say nafasha. Again, okay. So if you look at the noon and then look at the fa. Common mistake, right? Common mistake. What's the common mistake? Sometimes we read fafasha. Why? Because the noon and the fa look very similar to one another, which is fine. But it's something that you have to, when you're reciting it, that you have to think about. And what is that? The noon doesn't have a I. And the fa has a I. Everybody with me? Right? Also, there's nothing wrong to read slow at the beginning. Nobody said we need to read fast. Right? So, if it is that we are making mistakes because of trying to read fast, there's a simple answer, and that is read slow. Khas. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Right? Right into Jannah, inshallah. Right? Where are we here? Suhufi. Remember the sword? The sword can't sound like the scene, so you can't say suhufi. It has to sound different. Suhufi. Nice. Fasala. Nice. Nakasa. Nakasa. Can everybody see the kaf? I've heard people making mistakes on the kaf, reading it like a lam. Right? Why? Because when it's joined, or it's in the middle of a word, then it presents itself like that. Can everybody see the kaf? It doesn't look like the kaf, freestanding kaf. Everybody understand? Right? Khalas? Okay. Next word, inshallah. Duriba. What does duriba mean? To eat? Think about it and then tell me again the meaning. Duriba. There's a du at the beginning. He was hit. Okay, yeah, good, mashallah. Radiya. Not raddi. Radiya. Radiya. Nice. Just on the ya also, right? Sometimes you'll find the ya don't have dots. Ever saw that already? When the ya doesn't present itself with dots, then that's not a ya. Then that is actually an alif. That's an alif. So you'll, for example, like mu. What you say, Musa or Musi? Some people say Musi. That's a different discussion. You say mu, sa, right? Because that ya doesn't actually have dots. Everybody with me? Right? But that's another. The minute you see dots, then it's a ya. Radiya. Radi? Yeah. Farada. Can everybody see it's not narada, it's farada, right? Because of that little bit of I there. Tubi'a. Tubi'a. Not tu. Tubi'a. Can everybody notice the ayn now? Right? If it was a ha, it would have a longer beak. Right? Khatifa. Nice. Basata. Basata. Can everybody see how this scene looks? Right? There's three, not three, besides, no, there's no dots. There's three like trenches. Can everybody see it? 3 rows that's dipping. Right? With a tha, if that was a tha, then that middle, what you call it, wouldn't have been there. Everybody with me? Basata. Zulima. Nadara. Nadara. Can everybody see that nadara there? It looks similar to a fa. Right? Wa'idha. Wa'idha. Just take note of the ayn over there, right? Remember we said one of the few letters that it has a tail, like the ayn joins into the next letter. So you might think the ayn has a tail and it doesn't join to the next letter, but the ayn does. Can everybody see that? Remember I said the waw and the ra doesn't join because they have a bit of a tail. But the ayn also has a bit of a tail, but it joins into the next letter, right? Iwaja. Iwaja. Now look at the waw. Can everybody see the waw? The waw is not joining to the jim. Waw is a freestanding letter. Ra is a freestanding letter, alright? Ja'ala. Ja'ala. Nice. If that was a ha, right? That ja'ala, if that was a ha, and then you don't make like a crisscross like this to join it. A ha goes like this, then it's almost like you restart the ha again. Everybody with me? That's what I mean. Khada'a. Khada'a. Ghuliba. Ghuliba. You notice the lam, right? Joining. Everybody with me? What's the meaning of ghuliba? Ghuliba. Ghuliba? Not yet. Okay, no problem. Raghaba. Raghaba. But on ghuliba, right, there's something apparent. What is apparent? Even though you don't know the meaning. Huh? Maaf? I can't hear. Say. It's majhool. MashaAllah. Even though you don't know the meaning, but you know that the doer is not known. Why? Because of the way it's presenting itself. Ghuliba. Normal is ghalaba. Ghuliba. The minute you say ghuliba, he was overpowered. Not he overpowered. Are you with me? He was hit by who? We don't know. Raghaba. Raghaba. نزغ. Sorry, نزغ. نزغ. Jamil. We reached the end already. We have like 2 more slides, inshallah. Actually, 2 more slides. We'll just go through them quickly, inshallah. Right? فصل. فصل. حفظ. حفظ. تصف. Not تسي. تصف. Nice. قتل. We did this one, right? قتل. بقي. بقي. Nice. خلق. خلق. Nice. كبيت. Say again. كبيت. أكل. أكل. Our favorite one. What's the meaning of أكل? ملكي. ملكي. لعين. علم. نزل. منع. أمين. غنم. نبذ. منع. أذن. هلك. شهد. Just look at the ha. Everybody notice the ha? So sometimes it presents itself like that as well. So I'm just trying to think, sometimes when they see the ha over here, then people make a mistake. But I can't remember what they think it is. Because I don't see the, I can't get what they see over there. Sometimes I think a meme, yeah. Sometimes I think it's a meme, this ha over here. Remember it's a ha, the minute you see two memes on top of each other, it's actually a ha, alright? Falahu. Can you see there? Falahu, the way the ha presents itself there. And then on the last one, falahu. Alright? Okay. So those are actually the 3 or the ways that the ha can present itself. Alright? Wasaqa. Wasaqa. Nice. Wahaba. Wahaba. Walawi. Walawi. Yadaka. Yadaka. Biya'u. Biya'u. Yurida. Yurida. Shajaratu. Shajara. I can't do that, right? Why? Because what happens to the ta marbuta? When you're ending, what happens to the ta marbuta? It turns into a ha. Right? Shajara. Shajaratu. Jamil. We'll all recite Surah Fatiha together, inshallah, just till the end, and then we'll conclude with that, inshallah. Together, right? 1, 2, 3, and a 1, 2, 3, go. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. Are there any questions before we conclude? Is the pace fine? It's not too fast, right? Jameel. Okay, whoever needs to go to the other classes, Bismillah, you may. Whoever wants to stay, you can stay also. Bismillah, no problem.